We have the charts that were drawn for Pool 5. Smile Diary, one of my favorite songs. I'm so glad it's still in.
Yeah, so
Removal
again, I
just
think
zero.
we can expect all the Banya songs to go bye-bye. So Beat of the War, Monkey Fingers, wait, Money Fingers, actually, the remix, and Beat. I expect those to be out. And then, I'm not sure about the last one. Maybe something that's like too high level or a little bit too, like, unknown. I would expect Visual Dream.
I'm curious to know if removable disc stays. It's a really tame chart. It's a nice rest if players need it.
All right, Money Fingers immediately out of the picture here.
Yeah, it looks old. Get rid of it.
Yeah. Especially with the old thumbnails, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
What if every single one had like generic Phoenix and it was hard to read the title? Wow,
nice
okay,
view.
removing
Yeah.
removable disc 0 actually.
Somebody must have found it too easy. Player 3 getting the
I'd be so surprised if Beat of the War stays. Wow, okay, interesting.
Wow. Smile Diary, Baroque Virus.
Beat of the War staying is definitely a shocker to me.
Yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in, we're going to give the players who are cold right now just one song to warm up. And then we'll be going into Smile Diary for the first song.
Huh. There we go. Got the names updated.
Killer will be playing on player 2 side, and Smet will be playing on player 1 side as the players warm up to get their.
Yeah,
Phoenix
now would
warm
be
up.
a good time to actually talk about each player's bio. Again, we're going to see Drill on the list. Killer
Smet.
actually saying that Drill is one of his strongest skills and half is one of his weaker skills. So that won't come into play unless Killer somehow manages to make it all the way to Gauntlet Grand Finals,
Gauntlet
which
Grand Finals
then
is
will
where
be
we
introducing
introduce
doubles charts.
Yep, yep.
But if that's what he claims, then maybe he's just a singles god. We'll just have to gauge from this warm-up.
I mean, those drills are looking really solid.
Yeah.
Drill put for a reason by Killer. Smet killing it as well. Ah, yes, once again, Smet on the left and Killer on the right.
Pull that up on computer for you.
Thank you. A little bit of a side note while the players are getting their warm-up in. I've been trying to edit an Excel sheet, copying, pasting stuff on an iPad. It is not fun. Do not recommend.
Smet looked really confident in that warm-up. Really, really confident. And Killer with the accuracy.
Both players look confident. Both players.
Very much ready to take it. Intermediate 9 and Intermediate 10 is their titles.
Now, I have to. Is it intermediate 9-10 for Phoenix or?
My guess is XX.
Yeah.
Players had a long time to sign up, and I'm sure they were signed up before really grinding out the Phoenix titles. They're getting into their first one though, Smile Diary. S16.
Now, here's the thing about this chart. If you're a 16th player, but you don't know how to keep your form for jumps, then you'll find yourself exhausting yourself in the beginning, and you won't have enough. Yeah, you won't have enough energy to complete it.
Yeah. They
We'll
just hit
just
you
have
with
to
the jumps
gauge.
early.
Yeah, we'll just have to gauge how both players decide to play it. Quick count. Yeah, for the most part, it looks like both players are pretty good at heel towing the jumps.
Ooh. Bad by Smith.
Smith kind of exerting more energy into these jumps than I'm used to. Yeah, look at that
There's
drill
the
form.
drill form.
Very calm,
Ooh,
actually.
And the bracket miss.
Yeah,
Coming from DDR. Have to find yourself on the pads for
That's
pump.
how you know he's a drill master, actually. He goes slower than other players. Because as you mentioned earlier in the stream, a lot of issues that people have with drills are that they go way too fast.
The calm before the storm.
But still kind of keeping up the pressure to not break or get a grate here.
Brackets.
Got some more jumps. Ah, kind of. It looked like he was going too fast during the center. I'm talking about Killer 01 on the right side.
Yeah, during the anchor pattern. It's very interesting. Killer's form, I'm seeing a lot of heels on center for left foot, but right foot, the whole foot travels over for it.
Yeah, that's actually something that I noticed with a lot of people who are starting out pump. They try to have optimal form with their dominant foot, but the other foot kind of just toes everything.
You think Killer's left-footed? That's
from
my
the looks of
intuition
it.
as well, yeah.
Yeah, a fun little fact. If you want to know what foot preference you have, you just stay still, and then you have someone push you from behind. You see which foot reaches out first, and then that's how you know.
Ah.
So if you're trying to get into pump it up and you notice the bias, try that out for fun. Nice.
Yeah, just
Killer getting 6,000 points above Meh, potentially being a whole 2-point difference.
Do you think it was the drills?
I think so, actually.
The drills definitely made a
although
difference.
he
Look
was
at the grade
playing
count.
pretty solid
The
overall.
grade count
yeah.
is half for Killer.
Whole
Wow.
4,000 point difference.
That is tight. Baroque Virus S17 coming up next. It's twisty, right?
I think towards the ending, there's like a bit of a weirder section where it's like holds.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Lots of potentials for volatile hold drops if you're not
And
careful.
I think you have to set yourself up in a very specific way. I think you just have to stay on the last 2 arrows that you click on for the run in order to hit the hole properly.
Or just
Because I
hit
think
all
if you
of them.
reset yourself, you just kind of hit it in a very weird spinny way, but we'll just see. Drill's going to come into play here. Already only getting, I believe, 1 or 2 grades in that whole sequence. Good job to Killer. Very nice lead.
Very slow twist.
Lots of diagonals, but that's a skill that we expect to see in this boulder. And I'm talking about the S17 boulder specifically.
You can see from the player cam in the bottom right, both players really were exerting for those twists.
If you're unfamiliar with how a diagonal works, then it could be really scary. And a lot of people, when they're pressured, resort to using a lot of their toes to be able to step everything because they kind of want that feedback.
I mean, if you're playing holds too, you want to make sure you're on the panel.
That's right.
You don't want to accidentally fall short. It's comfortable BPM for the players. They're definitely comfortable with this. They played Smile Diary. They knocked that out of the park. Staircase
All right, here
twist
come the
is getting
drills.
violent.
that little hold there just to change what foot is on a beat and off beat. Now left foot is on beat.
Ooh, a drop by Killer. But both players are doing an excellent job not rushing these patterns.
Yeah.
They're really locked into it right now.
Straightforward run there to help prepare you for this slightly twistier run.
Slightly
Oh,
twistier.
well, I just got jump scared from that. Yeah, you got to make sure you stay facing left.
Here.
Oh, no.
Chart's not over till it's over.
That's right. Yeah, the setup is so specific. If you're not ready for it, you're just going to eat a bunch of
the players
random
were about
misses.
to walk off.
It's going to be really good for the other two players.
That's
Broken AAA is kind of something to expect.
from the hold break.
Right.
From the hold break. And okay, one thing is if the other players were watching, they're gonna know.
Yeah,
or if they know the
exactly.
chart.
That's what I was trying to say.
Crafty Corn, they should know this chart.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Wow, that is. It be what it be. It happens.
Yeah.
We were predicting it before the song started.
You know, if I'm just saying, if we had commentary blaring on speakers, then we could be giving them live tips like, oh, guys, make sure you watch out for this insane setup.
We get a little bit of a sneak peek for the audience at home, though. They get the inside scoop.
It's more fun this way, right? Come on, you at the audience were kind of
The anticipation factor. You guys were like, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? We have Visual Dream 2 coming up in fiction.
A Benny? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. Wow.
Their accuracies are really on point for this.
Yeah, both players really nailing these sudden runs.
I'm still waiting for the greats to show up. These are really solid.
Wow, great job to
Excellent
both players.
bursts.
Not caught off guard by the sudden side jumps either.
Big run.
Oh my
Greats by
goodness.
Smash, but perfects by Killer.
Absolutely just mauling that run. Insane.
All perfects.
Are we going to see our first tournament all perfect?
There's the grade. Where's the UG? Catch your breath, catch yourself.
Yeah, all of those bursts, and we're still not at the climax of the song. You can imagine how stressful it is if you're starting to lose energy here.
There's the good. That is a massive score set up for Crafty and Corn. If they're watching.
This is an insane score to beat.
Wow. That is a massive wall of a score to beat. 3 greats, 2 goods. No bads, no misses. Smet also knocking it out of a park, setting a very high bar for Crafty and Corn.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the first Triple S Plus in the entire tournament?
I believe
think
so.
It is.
I believe so.
Yeah, great stuff to Killer.
First
Apparently
16
the
FC.
first 16 FC.
Huge.
Getting the live pop-off there. Hopefully that came on through the mic.
Huge.
Something really nice about having a community around you is everyone celebrates your peak emotional points with you. So
my favorite part about tournaments is that sometimes it's not even player versus player, it's your own milestones. And everybody's like, yes, you get your milestone. Everybody's rooting for everybody. We have
Now,
Beat of the War S16.
I'm very curious as to surely they knew this was an old song.
Surely.
So, you know, anything. All right, do not play Banya charts. Do not do this at home. Just a kind little warning.
Don't try this at
Okay,
home.
already an illegal pattern, basically. Okay, let's go. Oh, true.
They're still getting through it. They're combing their way through the patterns. Ooh.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Excellent choice by the players to not try twisting everything at this BPM. You're
Look how much closer
better
they're.
off.
Look at the player cams. They're just like, Smedge just absolutely zoomed in, ready for whatever.
Yep.
What the?
You have to be locked in for these charts. You never know what you're going to get with the
Banya.
Banya.
Circus intermission.
Yeah, the jumps throwing killer. Run for his money.
As you can see, Crafty and Korn in the background just staring in awe at the torture they are about to witness. Tony are
man.
bringing up a great point. 15, by the way. Oh, okay. Excellent chart design.
Yeah.
Okay,
again,
a bunch of just random foot switches.
excellent choice to not twist everything once again.
I love the old charts because they're just like, oh, wait, you're not turned to the side to hit this?
You have to be for those jumps. Wow. Wow, that was certainly one of the charts of all time.
Okay, just a oh, dude. All players better be able to
Smed
nail
takes
those
it.
holds at the end there.
Smed takes it. I think the jump section was the difference maker.
For sure.
Players are setting very high bars in this pool, number 5. We are about to see Crafty and Corrin hop on, get their warm-ups in, get their set.
Yeah,
And
congratulations to both players. Overall, really solid set. Aside from Baroque Virus, but I mean, we don't really care about score, or sorry, not score. We don't really care about passing or not passing here. It's all about the score. And as far as I see it, Smed, although he did get the fail at the end, he still has a AAA, and you gotta beat that.
Yeah, so Corn and Crafty are about to get their warm-up set in. This is a pretty fun set. I'm not gonna lie.
I swear to God, if he picks Nations S20 to warm up with Crafty, he's about to make a lot of enemies for this GUAC. Every single time he does a warm up, he's like, "Oh, let's do Nations S20."
I don't know if I would call that a warm-up.
That is not. That is a ruin your muscles chart.
Slight hiccup there in the stream, but we're doing good. Looks like we're going to Phoenix for the warm-up.
Oh, nice. GoTech's a pretty good warm up chart, I have to say. FMs did a really good job of nailing the feeling of playing the song,
Scary.
if that makes sense. Like all like the synths and like the kind of dubstep feeling parts of the song feel really good to play, especially in the higher levels. So you can kind of see what I said earlier about Korn as a player is a bit really into the song, so like having to manage stamina is going to be a little bit tricky. But you can really see how he's like bouncing up and down, Cell as well in the back, jamming to the song.
Corn, Massachusetts.
Oh, and a good reminder, don't forget, if you guys know Cell, wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Cell. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
He can drink now.
Oh, that is right. You owe him a drink too for nailing Expert 2. Don't forget, me too, me too.
Yeah. Drinks on me. Happy birthday to Cell. Two occasions to celebrate.
Yeah. I'm hoping Korn's not overexerting himself for this warm-up. I guess we'll have to see. Because even if he's able to make it through this pool, he's got to play the next pool, and it's always a bit of a stamina concern.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be going all out in your warm-up. That's my
Yeah.
biggest fear. Just watching all the competitors today, I
Indeed.
see it in so many tournaments, and I'm guilty of it myself. I'm like, I'm playing with my friend, like that I never get to play pump with because we're in like different states or whatever. We're in the same bracket.
Yeah.
I want to go all out, but then you can tire yourself out. You're having too much fun.
That's right. Actual real strategy for Pump It Up Pro play is just to keep it slow. Don't feel the pressure, but kind of play it because the timing is
Look
a little
at
bit
those.
later, right? So you just want to be able to pace yourself. No matter
Keep it
how
chill.
fast it is, you just gotta make sure
Check it
that
out.
you're timing everything very perfectly.
Check it out. Look at those scores.
Yeah, also
Good
let's give
warm-up.
a quick bio
warm-up.
check on both players who are about to play. Intermediate 10 versus Intermediate 8. Based off the icon, I gotta say that it's Phoenix Intermediate 10 and Intermediate 8. Because both
yeah.
Corn and Crafty have a couple of S20s on their resume of clears. So,
Both players picking run as their strongest skill. I think that's definitely good for this.
for this pool,
for
you
this
think?
pool. Yeah.
Well, maybe not for one of the songs.
Well, they have to be good at jumping as well.
Yeah.
Smile Diary for Beat of the War.
I'm hoping that Korn doesn't choose to overcommit here. SPP Labs actually bringing up a good point. He says that he met Korn last year, and he's certainly leveled up, I have to say. Korn's been playing a lot. Here come the jumps. Yeah, Korn doing a pretty good job of just heel towing everything, but it's looking like from the commentator Boots perspective, his feet are kind of elevated. It's not something that you can see from this camera. But Korn's definitely got crafty feet in the accuracy department so far, it looks like. Just a quick little accuracy check before we get into the climax of this song. Crafty just getting a lot of random grades in these jumps, it looks like. But it looks like Crafty might be able to crack. I was going to say it looked like he was going to be able to catch up because Korn got a huge great combo there, but too bad is probably going to reset the hill that Korn has over him right now.
Okay, but look at the scores they have to beat. They're also against Killer and Smith.
Yeah, that as well.
These are still looking like very confident scores. Going into the ending.
Quick little hold run. Getting a bad chain towards those last centers.
Those weird jacks. Center jacks. Yep.
I don't want to be too presumptuous, but I believe I saw no miss on both sides. One miss on the left side.
Superb game. With a higher score by Kraft.
Yeah. I just kind of going a little too hard. Going a little too, just rushing both two runs in the 16 here.
It was literally a difference of 6 greats and 1 miss.
What it looks
And-
like.
I mean, higher combo didn't do the justice.
Yes.
That 0.5% didn't put in the work.
So they're both triple
Wow.
S on this, which means I believe they both have Killer and Smith.
yeah, they took that. They both have the higher scores, but that 5 points for first place is you're gonna feel it.
All
That's
right,
big.
let's see if these players know how to hit the ending hold. Although, in the general perspective of a tournament setting, it's not really as important to be able, like, that's more so of like you really want to clear the S17. But like, as you saw, like the tick wasn't actually too much, so you can actually try to
Yes.
gather what you can. Remember the hold, as they say. Remember the hold.
They got it. They have to. They're watching. They have to.
Hope these players did their
They're seasoned
very
players.
brief homework assignment of just looking at the player cams.
I'm curious if the players will rush because they're used to the foot speed required for
Ah.
S20s.
So far, I believe the breakdown is Crafty with what, 1 or 2 grades, but then Corn is one or two grades with a bad. A lot of movements coming in from the legs for both players, kind of just showing that they're not as used to diagonal twists as they could be.
I mean, they're slow enough where I feel like it's maybe you just want to guarantee you don't have any mistakes, you know? We just had a special Hydro Homie delivery from 4199.
Oh, we just got the loot box dropping for the commentators.
2 gallons coming in clutch as we're getting into the middle of this chart.
I
Here come
think
the
what's going to
twists.
really matter are these drills up and coming. Corn, really good at drills typically, but when they're paced, we'll just have to see. It's looking like he's getting all perfects on this. Really excellent job on executing these drills.
A
Wow.
few greats by Crafty, but both players very strong on this. Here come the twists.
Yeah, don't forget, this ending has twist to side drills, so we're gonna make sure that they're able to nail this.
Here comes the ending.
Corn had the right idea, but not quite.
Oh. That's a very hard question.
Corn is on the wrong side.
It's a very hard question of do you twist those patterns or do you double step them?
Well, no way.
Wow. It's a pass. It's a pass.
Yeah,
We count those. Let's see the scores. Remember, we have Killer and Smith scores on the top right.
they're able to
Both
collect
of them
as
are
much as
higher.
they could for those.
Corn takes it. Wait, this means Crafty and Corn are both tied for first.
That's right. Both having both first and one first and 1 second place holding, which totals up to about both sides having 8 points. We're going to see on the stream, top right corner, for those of you who have just tuned in, those are the current points for the format. If memory serves right, both Corn and Crafty are currently fighting for first place with 8 points.
Okay, but visual, this next chart, Killer knocked it out of the park. This is going to be very exciting to see how the end of this pool comes to a conclusion.
Right, let's see if both players are able to beat his first 16 FC.
That's a massive monument of a score
Well,
to
I
beat in a
mean,
tournament.
if the best
Look at
score
that
is enough to
score.
kind of scare you off, which it should. I gotta say, standard of play here for Corn's looking a little scary because not only did he see one of the players already get a triple S plus on this just now, he's kind of staring down at his opponent, whose best at this chart was a triple S plus. So stakes are, relatively high, we have to say.
I mean, players aren't using their AM passes, it seems. Yeah.
Oh,
just-
that's right. Okay, my bad.
yeah. That's the best that we just saw.
That's the best for that specific chart. So yeah, okay.
The FC that from the last.
That's right, that's
contestant
right.
from Killer. Hold remembered, yes. Still dicey, even if you do remember it.
Was a stickiness issue?
I'm not sure. Players still got time to prep for the next song. We're getting into it. I'm still in shock looking at Killer's score. That's a monument of a score to beat.
Yeah, both players looking at the best score for that card really sets into perspective their expected level of play for this chart.
At the same time, they have a lot of buffer from the first two. They're looking really strong going into the latter
That's
part
right.
of this.
And then it comes down to how well both players do the circus race that is Beat of the War S15. Easiest chart of the pool, by the way. Both players really doing a great job of pacing themselves, getting ready. Nice. Anticipating the sudden side jump too.
Greats by Crafty.
Wow.
Good by Corn. Bad by Crafty.
Two goods. We call that the snow breakdown over here.
Two goods versus a little bit of a great stream by Crafty, and I think one or two bads. Excellent job on that run, though.
Corn is really killing this right now.
A little bit of a great train by Crafty right at the end. Still very solid scores.
Yeah, it's looking
also,
like Corn has what it takes to actually take the FC that we saw earlier today. Depends on how ready he's for the ending.
Another good.
Excellent play.
But is it enough?
Wow.
Is it enough? Wow.
Wait, is that enough?
Oh.
Oh.
082 versus 087.
5 points.
A 5-point
difference.
5 point.
5 point difference.
Wow.
That's insane.
It was right at the end. Right at the end. Picked up.
My God. That 5 point difference is it's so minuscule, yet it's what gives Killer 2 extra points over Corn, being first place for that song specifically. That is brutal. To be behind 5 pump it up in-game points and lose 2 points because of it.
Oh, yeah. Corn pushed for it so hard too. It's literally the difference of one great or one good. And it was just right at the end too. It just kind of piled on. It's like actually snap of the fingers.
That's right. I can't believe it. And that's...
Hey, he still picks up 3 points though. Look at the updated scores in the top right.
Yo, are we still doing the pool? Are we still doing the prize pool where the person who does the most spins and succeeds gets some extra cash?
I'll take that.
I
Sign
would
me
take
up.
that too. Honestly, I'm willing to ruin my score in favor of a spin.
Here comes Beat of the War. We're gonna end strong with this beautiful chart.
Yeah, so Adam coming in with that chart knowledge, letting me know that those are actually foot switches. But like, come on, are you supposed to tell? Yo, Phoenix, I thought you were supposed to make things sight read friendly. What is this?
You can't sight read this?
True.
It's
Skill issue,
just
skill issue.
diagonal.
But what's really interesting about this chart is actually, even if you cheat it, it goes with the song because it's like bump, bump, bump. So one of your feet is actually doing hitting 2 notes at the same time in the sequence.
Yeah.
So it still feels pretty good.
Jump,
All right,
jump,
have fun
jump,
jumping
jump,
this
jump,
part.
jump, jump.
Corn really committing to the jumps here.
Those sideways jumps are so...
They're so funny. I don't know how else to describe it.
I was trying to think of a word. You beat me to it. There is no word is the answer.
Yeah, diagonal, lots of diagonal crosses there. At least nothing really tragic happened where someone misses, like, you know, actually, that's what's going to be really interesting.
Wow.
Because there are so many just like random hold notes that are worth like 500 combo, especially in the old charts and also shortcuts. So if you miss that, you're just out. Like, you're actually just out.
Really quickly, look at the condensed distribution of scores. It's between 952 and 962. Wow. Killer had a great third song, but picking up last place in the fourth.
Overhearing the words of the TO, it's looking like both players, Corn and Crafty, actually they end up being
tied for first.
tied for
13
first,
to
which means that they
13
get to
points.
advance to the next pool together.
Yeah, no tiebreakers this time. They both just advance. I
What's
imagine.
convenient about having a point system with a waterfall format?